It's members only. It's a quiet party. Don't need no money. Only a $9.99 membership to qualify. Don't. Mm. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You are a good person. Big up to you. Manners and respect to you and to everybody tuning in this morning. Here we are in another episode of Morning Thoughts. Up and feeling real good this morning and have a lot to be thankful for. So we give thanks to the Most High. Yes? But there. All right, listen up. We got a couple of things on the board this morning. Should be very interesting and festive. In the meantime, let me first say that I have this in my cup. I don't know if you know about this right here, so. It's a ginger tea. See? If you see this in the grocery store and you're a person who loves tea like I do, then this is a good one. It's a lick this for you. No sugar needed or anything added to it. This is Mountain Peak ginger tea. Mountain Peak ginger tea made with real Jamaican ginger, packaged and produced in Jamaica and straight from Jamaica in the West Indies. That's all. I feel with something. The ingredients is very short. This is how I like my stuff that I consume. I like nothing where I have 50 long words on it that I can't pronounce and I don't know if it's going to shut down my liver later on in life, mash up my kidney them, frig up my heart and all kind of something. I like two simple ingredients. Cane sugar and ginger. That's it. So I have some cane sugar in here and some ginger in here, and it's really good. It's in my cup this morning with a twist of lemon, a lime. Call me, soften up a lime and cut it and squeeze it in there with the ginger in the morning here. Tastes pretty good. Health is wealth, my friend. So we have to take care of ourselves, right? As much as we try to enjoy life too. Cause me, I'm one of them people that I don't believe in starving myself or denying myself anything. I indulge in pretty much everything, but in moderation, right? That's how we're doing it. So here we are this morning. Somebody said, why if you put up a video? Y'all go look at that video. I told this woman, I said, don't put me on social media naked with no clothes on and these things. Cause I mean, I have the summer body ready stuff and the six-pack never come true like I thought it was. It did temporarily, and then we had an obstruction. See? So you don't put me past social media looking like that, my girl. I went to go watch a video that she put up. Cause she put up her video them and then I promo it on my stuff. So you can see it. May I watch the video and I see myself in the video with no clothes. I'm like, why you doing that? Now down in the comment section now, here one woman, I thought your husband was on a workout regimen. He looks kind of puffy. I think he needs to change his workout regimen to something else. Rotted. Listen now, we're living in real time here, so I'm not in the fake up makeup thing. You see it? The short fashion video is great. I'm not in the fake up makeup thing. Here's what happened, right? I was doing really, really good at first, and then I catch Corona. Remember? I caught Corona, and I had the extended version of Corona. I never get the short play one. I never get the one where the DJ come in and say, man and woman for that, yo, pull up, dash. I wish I got that one. Short version. They just lick me and go about it business now. I got the long version of COVID, and I had to deal with that for a while. After that, the same week, me I heal up from COVID and say, yes, going back to the gym now. Them slim slippers I want me have on right now. These Adidas should have paid me. I honestly think I could have a legitimate lawsuit with these. Them rotted slippers here. Me I walk down the driveway and the slippers fall up like this and fling me over like so. Twist up my ankle. My ankle swell up big. I literally was on crutches. That lasted for another 2 weeks. So there I was, a month with COVID, 2 weeks with this swell up ankle, a 3 weeks thing with it. Couldn't run good on a treadmill or walk or nothing like that. And then me go bounce my elbow somewhere. Me don't know which part. But you know, man, I get all and just a fall apart, yeah, star. Cause I just one thing after the other. Me coming like me accident prone. I don't know. Bounce my elbow somewhere and hurt my hand so much I could not make a fist. Even right now, doing this right here hurts all the way going down to right side of my elbow. So me go to the gym, try lift little weights. That never works. So me just put it down and come out and say, you know what? I just want to heal up myself altogether before me fall all the way apart. So if you see me out there with two little titty and them kind of something that want like a round belly, just know, say, I'm living good and I'm still thankful. Yes, I'm still thankful. Don't call it beer belly though, it's wine belly. I don't drink beer. And or J Ray and nephew belly. And that. And then that's it. I'm not a rummy. I'm not a rummy. I'm not a rummy. I might do 2 shots of rum mixed with something else. You know what I say, but me not gonna do the whole flask. And I'm not round here staggering and calling police officers, ossifers. I'm not doing any of those things. I'm keeping myself in line. Like I say, enjoying life and all that comes with it, but in moderation. All right? Big up to the regular people them out there. We not live no star life, no fake up life. What you see is what you get. I saw it sitting down, see that? Take care of Leffy. That is it, right there. All right? With that said, this morning, Fun Day turns tragic. Triple murder and 6 others nursing gunshots. A piece of incident took place there in Jamaica. Boy, the place I run red. I'm looking at this story for look up for information published on this story, incident that just happened. I see a next incident. Like, I think somebody vaguely mentioned it to me yesterday and I didn't pay attention much, but I remember seeing it. How them kick off a door, go inside, shoot up a man, light the place on fire with a 2-year-old in there, burn up the man and the 2-year-old. Them people are crazy. This is madness. This is madness. So we're going to talk about the madness a little bit this morning because we have to. We actually started out SouFLoTV just to do that, to raise awareness. We want the world to see we are crying out loud because apparently our government can't help with and the people them don't care. So we are hoping some kind of intervention somewhere. You know what I say? Somebody on a bigger platform might have to go say something or lend a helping hand to help us in some kind of way. The funny thing about all this though is this. I'm removed. And I have to be honest, and I look at this. I am removed from this. And I can stay removed from this. It's a choice. I don't have to go there, and I don't have to encounter any of this stuff. Ain't nobody shooting no guns off or killing nobody around which part me live. The place quiet, you can't hear. I'm most far around here. You understand? But to think about where we're coming from and our responsibility as a people is not to run away from where we come from because things got bad there. And then we over in somebody else yard that talk about it's happy and nice over here. I'm going to stay over here. It's still not your yard. See? So we still have to remember yard and remember what a go on a yard and remember the people who are caught up in these kind of situations who never asked for this and don't have no part and dealings in this. See? So we have to talk about this some this morning. Fun Day, company Fun Day turns tragic, ends in a triple murder and left 6 other people. I've heard that it's 9. However, this morning, update said it was 6 that are nursing gunshot, 9 injured. You know, some people are run and twist them ankle and them kind of thing there. Lick them head pan something, call them dive when them hear gunshot. I saw the video yesterday, and the person who was, I actually left a comment. The person who was videoing, the first time me know a gunshot sound like that was when I landed in Iraq. I remember getting off of that vehicle that I was on. I was on a thin skin Humvee as an infantry soldier, and we got down, dismounted, and we started taking up our positions, right? 360 security and thing. And somebody bark an AK-47 after we, and at the first time me hear a gunshot past my head. So I recognized that sound yesterday watching that video. The people are running up and down all over the place. I'm here past the camera. That's what was filming the footage. You can hear that sing. If you're out hearing gunshots and you hear boom, 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 they're shooting. Okay. If you hear sing, that shot just fly past you like that close. Okay. So when I heard that, I left in the comment section and I said, yo, the person who's filming this might not. Kind of look like some people in Jamaica don't even fear it. Gunshot about some man, turn up so. I was shot them a shoot from. You see everybody else ducking, right? You see everybody else running, right? You take out your phone. You looking for a good angle. You could have died. Anyhow, Red Rat. Hey, you girl in the tight top skirt. Remember Red Rat? Red Rat, one of the prominent artists out of 90s dancehall. You could have seen him. Me and you are friends, but trust me, doing. You can't have a girl and every night she complain. Red Rat is suing Chris Brown. Red Rat alongside Green Sleeve Records is suing Chris Brown. You could have seen him. Me and you are friends, but trust me, doing. You can't have a girl and every night she complain. You vexing up. Me vexing up because you a give man bad name. Oh no. She tell me, say, you can't even spend 5 minutes. She tell me, say, you she fed up call your workless. She tell me, say, whole heap of time you flop. And I find excuse about muscle contract. You could actually Nah. Stop. I was offended because the muscle contract something they hit for real. I don't know if you ever make like a stroke set and get a muscle contract. Me go at the beach, go talk about me. I'm going for a long run today. Man, no run from God, no when. Running on that sand. And me I run, go way down on the beach and run, come back up and say, yeah, me feel fit and ready. When things jump off a little later, with wifey after like a half a bottle of wine and them something there. The combination of dehydration and all kind of other things. And you're in the middle of your best stroke, my friend. And one of your foot them stay so. And can't straighten out. It's real. It happens. Okay? So Red Rat put it in our song, which I was offended back then by. You could have shame. Me and you are friend, but trust me, doing. You can't have a girl and every night she complain. Me bex, you know, because you are give man bad name. Oh no. She tell me, say, one heap of time you flop. She tell me, say, and I find excuse about muscle contract. The muscle contract did real though, Red Rat. But anyways, he is suing Chris Brown for a nice amount of money, and we're going to talk about that story because I think that him deserving money. Also, to bring into context, you know how I always say, like, the precedence has been set. I'm going to show you a situation between Sting, and Puffy, P. Diddy Combs. Sting, who is very good friends with Shaggy, just did an album with Shaggy the other day. The album get all kinds of awards and sell millions of copies and these things. Sting, okay. Sting is very wise about his business. See? You see that song there? Every step I take, dum, 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 dum. Every move I make. That song there? All right, we're going to talk about that. Puffy bright up himself when Sting said, you should have asked me permission. The rest will come. So here we go. All right, let me scroll to the top this morning and big up at least 10-15 people before we go on with the show. I normally do this, but I skip it sometimes. I feel good this morning, see people. Jude Bryan, big up yourself. Thank you for being the first one in this morning. Sean Cassell is in the building. Denzel Gale is here. Starcade there. BM there. Kai Tai Joy Empress is in the building. Janet Stewart is here. Wayne Nathan is here. Maxine Good as Gold is in the building this morning. King Biggs, big up yourself. Janet Stewart, Wayne Nathan, Maxine Good as Gold, King Biggs, Lisa Watkins, Marcia Walters, Mrs. Michelle Banton is in the building this morning. Starcade there. Manners and respect, Sharon Spence. Thank you for being here. Michelle Howell is here this morning. Julie Tapper is here. Jet Shelley. Big up yourself, family. Thank you for being here. Naturally Yours is here. Says good day to everyone from the UK. It's probably getting cold over upon them ends there right now. Darlene Walter Riley, big up yourself. Kaz Robinson, thank you for being here. Lady J. Senior Sexy is here. Fivefield 63 is here. Says hi, SouFLo. Happy belated birthday. Thank you, my friend. Me just I get older, but me not cold up yet. Dorothy T, big up yourself. Nicola Coleman, thank you. Vicky Victory, thank you for being here. Karen Notice says, good morning, SouFlo and the family and everyone tuning in. Enough blessings to all. Up, up, up. Wake up, wise up, and rise up, don't it? Soldier 819 is in the building. Purple Royal there. Mr. Article down there. Carrion Jones is here this morning. Devin Gale is here this morning. Big up yourself. BM is in the building, says dropping off the kids for school. That's real life responsibilities right there. Mrs. Michelle Banton is here, says it's one of my favorite teas to buy in Jamaica. This Mountain Peak ginger tea is boom. If you ever see this and you love ginger and you love tea, pick it up and thank me later. I'm just saying. All right. Lisa Watkins is in the building this morning, says back to work after being off for 2.5 years. Maternity. Bloodfire, which part you live? Who give you 2.5 years of maternity leave is not Jamaica, or unless you took that unpaid. Who gave you 2.5 years of maternity leave? Or you just took that out your own pocket. SD's, big up yourself. Purple Royal, Bramall Wrights. Morning, my family. Bramall Wrights in the building this morning. Roxy 21 is here. Sauce Boss there. Little Red Gucci too. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Sarah Caliente. Good morning, mate. Sarah Caliente is in the building this morning. Michelle Howell is here. Fallon Carrington says shalom. Blessings and thanksgiving to you and your house. Same to you, my friend. Big up yourself. And we're going to stop the name calling right there. So Kurt Garden, big up yourself, you know. Virtuous Fire in the building this morning. Annette Henry is also here. Jane Ander is here. Stacey Ann Williams is here this morning. All right, let's get on with the show. If I didn't call your name, you already know. I'm manners and respect same way, you know. All right. Kaitai Joy Empress says that's my kind of maternity leave. 2.5 years. Who paid for that? It sounds good, but who paid for that? I did not put my kids in daycare until they were able to speak. That's the same thing for me, for us. If you notice, me and wifey has pretty much been homebodies since the babies, since Kai and now Milani. Y'all remember I used to travel, right? I used to travel a lot and do my contracts and stuff. You don't see me on the road because I had to get off the road. And plus, you know, mama didn't make it known, said she not, they left me alone with all this from beginning kind of stuff. So we're gonna have to figure out how to do this. So we actually planned it. We planned everything, and it worked out this way where I've been home and I've been working from home for a while. It's challenging. I have to get up and see the same person every day. And you know, when you have work to do, sometimes argument go on, and you know, it's two people with two different personalities. We don't normally agree on everything and every day and peaceful. Some of them believes that that's why y'all relationships be done enough, because you wake up looking for perfection every day, and it's not gonna happen unless you're going to fake it and act like you're happy when you're not, and pretend, and then inside of yourself you're eating yourself up because you're like, let's turn this motherfucker, and then turn around and you're like, hi babe, everything all right? Yeah, you know. So all those stuff just combine all together. But yeah, we didn't put the babies anywhere, and I don't want them going anywhere until they're able to say, Miss Jones touched me teely. Mrs. Smith was rubbing my back for no reason. I want my kids to be able to tell me who did what to them and explain it clearly. So not even when them just, I know some people don't have that luxury. So you got to drop your kids off every day to some stranger and hope the best. You know what I mean? I said pray and go off to work and kind of thing. God cover them and protect them and go off to work. So that's how the thing go. It's life, right? And we out here living life. Let's start out with from the very top and take it all the way down, just as I have it written. So fun day turns tragic. Triple murder, 6 wounded with gunshots. 6 wounded, 3 dead. Sad friggin' story, right? Rosalind Smichael says, I agree, them have to can talk. Kaita Dry Empress says, we have to be smart at King Biggs. My mom was there with my kids at home. Yes. Boy, me as a person like this, me not trust nobody with me picking them. Nobody at all. at all. And it has to do with being wise. You know what I mean? Learning from what others have been through and just knowing that, hey, I'm going to have to be extra vigilant. You know, I'm trying to raise children that are not traumatized in any way, shape, or form. And there's a lot of unscrupulous individuals around us. A lot of them come in the form and shape of friends, family, relatives, close friends and relatives, and these kind of things. I was watching a video yesterday, just a side note real quick. I was watching a video yesterday of a man talking about how a police officer, chief of police officer, groomed him and had him drinking alcohol at like 10 and 11 and wasn't touching him. And then, yeah, 8, 9, 10 and wasn't touching him, would take him fishing. He was their parent, his mother and father's best friend. And the first time the man feel him up, and then he went from there, that was 10, and the man raped him back when he was 12. And then from there, so like, I'm like, yo, you got to really be vigilant with your children. Stop looking at people and thinking, stop your foolishness. I've seen people actually do this. Stop your foolishness. That's your uncle. What are you talking about? That's your uncle. And I'm on the sideline looking like, so what that mean? But that's your uncle. That's your brother. Shut up. Stop it. Oh, really? Yeah? No, I'm not trust nobody. Nobody at all. I'm paro. Right? Anyhow, let's get into these stories real quick. So, Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of the crime and security portfolio within the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Mr. Fitz Bailey, he has furnished details of the brazen gun attack on persons at the Best Dressed Chicken Community sports field in Spring Village near Old Harbor, St. Catherine, during a football match on Sunday afternoon. This was supposed to be, Best Dressed Chicken, right? For those of you who are Jamaican, someone of their foreign so long, I don't even know where Best Dress is, but Best Dressed Chicken Company, probably the biggest broiler company out of Jamaica. They were having a fun day, a corporate event, fun day, and it turned into this. Broilers, yes, Kaitai Jai. And it turns into this. It says, red underlined words, that the incident left 3 persons, including a female, dead, and 6 others nursing gunshot wounds. Bailey outlined what happened, and some of the theories are that already emerging as investigators work to track down those who were involved. In a statement in response to the development, the Best Dressed Chicken said that the Best Dressed Chicken is shocked and extremely saddened by the shooting that took place on Sunday afternoon in the vicinity of our sports field. It was their sports field. Our condolences goes out to the families who have lost their loved ones. The matter is being investigated by the police, and we trust that justice will be served. It's crazy because I just came across another shooting where they murdered a man right in front of the police. Matter of fact, they murdered him right in front of a group of police, and onlookers gave their witness statement to what they saw. Police are scramble and run them, so the police them afraid you frig, just like everybody else. So we're going to talk about all them something there and what's really going on. Sick Doc says, welcome to Jamrock, where you can go to an event and you're not sure if you're going to make it home. So the police said that they're theorizing that this might happen because of a criminal who lost a gun, and that persons were at the event and then them went after him. So I saw them get the info, and it leads you to theorize that I hope that the next step will be an arrest. But who cares? The people them don't care, much less the police. So let's see how much witnesses come forth and say something or anything at all. I totally forgot. We don't care about each other in Jamaica anymore. Anyways, welcome to Jamaica. The next one says, these atrocities can only be reduced when Jamaica reinstate the death penalty. These killers are willing to take the lives of others, but they will not want to lose their own lives. And our politicians should step up and start to protect Jamaicans. Nothing else will reduce these killings. Arguably, there are people out there who will debate you all day and say that the death penalty is not a deterrent. I'm on the side that it is a deterrent. I'm just afraid of because of the level of corruption that's in the system, that they will scapegoat a lot of poor people, pick me, who can't afford big lawyer, and put them in place of their real killy friends and have them executed. So we're going to lose people who didn't do stuff to murder. I want to see how the system run, right? Man gone to court as an attorney, does attack their foolishness in front of the judge. The judge is asking for some DNA evidence, some kind of electronic, technological evidence, something will link this man to the crime. Them can't come up with nothing. They just want you to fry him, judge. And we have to do better than that. And once the system gets the national DNA database, more cameras around the place, all these things, then I'll be all for the death penalty. Until then, no, sir. I feel like them are going to start killing off innocent people, along with some of who they want to Dashweh. Anyways, IC says, I've never heard of human rights speak against the criminal. They need to tell the criminals to stop the killings and wickedness that they're doing. Sometimes you wonder who these human rights people are that defend these criminals and who are they working for. We cannot let criminals run loose and reap havoc in the society. Understand your mama, but here what? When you're there, talk about don't kill, not one killy is listening to you. Not one murderer with murder upon his mind is listening to SouFLoTV, so put down the gun and don't kill. So it is futile. You're preaching to the choir kind of thing. We are more effective reaching people who are not even involved in that stuff yet, but are heading in that direction. We can show them the pros and the cons of it all. We can tell them, say, this now going to end good. We could reach the youths, them younger, who haven't gotten involved yet. But as far as those who are in it already, not one of them is putting a gun down when them hear we talk like this. You know, them have a saying, right? You have to bend the tree while it's young, because when time that tree they get big, you have a look at one of them big oak tree there and look at the trunk of it. God help you trying to bend that tree. But you see that same big tree there? One time the tree was a twig like this and you did have to use a piece of board, catch up beside it so it can grow straight up. You should have bent that tree then into the direction you wanted it to grow. That's why you see some big tree grow so and go so and go so and it look pretty. And you're like, how them do that? They bent it when it was young, right? Some of them trees are too old for bend. Them not bending and you can't bend them. Them make up them mind, them are going to kill people and dead. And that is what it is, right? And we're going to have to live with the consequences of that. Now, Jerome Watson says, why we're at the end of law and order in Jamaica. So don't be surprised that an attack happens at places like Sting or Dream Weekend next. But here's my question. How can you explain an army and police force, yet there's so much unsolved murders and there's no charge from the government, no change from the government? Same Minister of Defense, same commissioner. If the government think this is okay with the crime or a part of it, how are they still in their jobs? They have one job, and the one job only is to protect the people of that country, yet there's so much unsolved murders. So why are we paying them? Well, I've been asking that question for the longest, right? I even said to my audience multiple times that if I was working at Burger King, I go at Burger King and people ask for a number 4 and I keep on making it a number 5 and a number 7, they're going to fire me. If you are not performing up to standards according to what the job requires, then they're going to fire you. Them want you once, them want you twice. If you get up and come work late every day, eventually they'll say to you, you have one more time to be late. If you're late again, we're going to have to let you go. I don't understand how there's no accountability in Jamaica in these positions. These people take up this position, they're appointed with a fat paycheck, and then nothing comes out of it. I just murder. I'm going to hear no crime plan, no effective crime plan. Government was established to govern. You know why? Because somebody realized that people can't govern themselves. Because human beings want to be wild and free. So that is what government was established for. So if the people them can't govern themselves, govern them. Government is ineffective in this case. Gunman run the place. So when them put it in a song and tell you in some dancehall song, say, we run the place, we run the road. That them mean for real. When them turn on gunshot, police run and hide. All right. Gathering of any type or reason has the potential to become a crime scene. It's no longer a safe place. Well, it hasn't been a safe place for a long time, my friend. The story that I find interesting, though, concerning this story is a closer account of what took place, because there was a lady whose sister would not have gone to this event had she not encouraged her sister to come to the event, and her sister dead at the event. So you can imagine you telling your sister, come man, just up and come with me, man. It's gonna be a fun day, man. Them a football, them a play and them thing there. It's safe and everything good. And the company I have it on them own feel. And you're like, nah, I'm not like gonna we're still in, but I can't go out with you. And she end up dead. You probably lose your damn mind, because guilt would kill you. However, there's something else in this story. That sister that got invited out, something else in it. Remember me telling you, I've learned this the hard way. I used to say, boy, them just a kill at random in a Jamaica, so people must, you have to watch yourself. And it's always connected, almost always. Almost always. Yes, the little old lady in our house never do nothing to nobody, but her son did, right? And our son don't care about her, so him frig up the people, them things, and run gone. Kill for them son and run gone. Them can't catch him, so them kick off the door and kill him mother. And them say, anyway, you're dead boy, we'll draw you out. See your mama, they go bury her. And then them lurk around in the bushes and watch the funeral. It must come in to come bury him mother. Imagine them kind of life there. You can't even bury your mom, because you know some killer are going to show up there. And they will slap you right at your mother's funeral. They don't care. That's why I say, bad man life and gunman life, me no business with them. They choose that. It's the innocent victims that get involved that I'm concerned about, especially when they're children. Kind of picnic them don't know nothing. They don't really know what going, especially small children, but they suffer. And these are traumatized people, It's a nation of traumatized people is what we have. Almost everybody know what gunshots sound like now. When I was growing up in Jamaica, I never heard a gunshot. Never heard not even one gunshot. I think every Jamaican know where a gunshot sound like now. All right. Sue Ellen Ebanks wallowed in grief outside of her home in Spring Village. Shout out to the Gleaner for this, even though I have to pay for it. Sue Ellen Ebanks wallows in grief outside of her home in Spring Village, Old Harbor on Monday morning, oozing regrets that she had persuaded her sister to attend this community football match that descended into a killing field the day. As Ebanks huddled with her relatives, she rued the shooting death of Sasha Gay Ebanks, her sister, nicknamed Tamara, who fell victim to the bullets. These bullets were actually targeting her boyfriend. You see what I said? So people might hear a story like, oh God, my sister dead, and me invite her out, guilt go kill me. She wouldn't come in if I never me. She probably would have went because her boyfriend was there. And them come for him. And him them come for him. I don't understand how them end up shoot up the place and kill 3 people, and then 6 other people have gunshot wounds when they came for an individual. The shooting death of Sasha Gay Ebanks, nicknamed Tamara, fell victim to the bullets that were targeting her boyfriend, Jerome Squirey, who was also killed. Again, tomatoes, potatoes, Squirey, whoever you want to say it. I saw him name look Squire. She said, me shouldn't tell my sister to come and match. Me I gonna live with this. Oh, father, me I gonna live with this, she said as she was crying out loud. Swan recalled that her sister was not a fan of football, but she only yielded to the urgings because she wanted to spend the evening and some leisure time with her close family. She was not a fan. She never want to go to a football game. There are other things we can do. But come man, so she urged her sister to come, right? And she ended up dead out there. But her boyfriend them come for. And she was in close proximity of her boyfriend while they were shooting at him. Let me tell you about some gunman, right? You see when them shoot and them come to shoot you, you see when your woman dead, while the shot a fire, man now aim good enough, man say, fuck that bitch too. I'll shoot all the girl later. And just shoot her. Pardon my language, but I'm just saying, in context, right? Right. Suan recalls that her sister was not a fan of football, but she yielded to the urgings. Come on, man, come spend some time with the family. Having hit Squire, which is the boyfriend, a gunman then sprayed the crowd with bullets. A man identified only as Curry was also slain, and 6 others were injured. What I'm hearing is they came for 2 people. Them came for Curry and they came for Squire. Them 2 there are involved in something, and the man them did want them feet. The something I'm hearing and watching through the news as reported happens to be guns that were missing. Gun gone missing. Boy, them run gone with man gun. Whatever the hell happened to the gun, I don't know. But that's what this is surrounding, right? The drive-by attack on the intra-company match staged at the Jamaica Broilers playing field was the 16th multiple murder for the month of September. The 16th multiple murder, meaning this is the 16th time they have killed multiple people one time. Jamaica under flames and fire. The 16th time they have killed multiple people one time in a one go. Brother said, me hurry my sister figure. No, the sister said, me hurry my sister figure get dead. This is what Suan was saying. Recalling in anguish how Sasha Gay, who's 36 years old, she had taken longer than usual to get dressed to attend the event because she really never wanted to go. Father, how me I gonna get over this? Me can't get over this. I feel like it's my fault. Tamara said, my fault Tamara dead. An aunt of Sasha Gay, whose name was withheld, blamed Squire, the boyfriend, for causing their niece's death. The police theorized that the mass shooting was sparked by a dispute over an illegal firearm that had went missing. At the house of mourning on Monday, Susie E. Banks, another sister of Sasha Gay, experienced a panic attack and was taken by the police to the hospital along with a cousin of the deceased who had also fainted. All right. Before I go any further with this, let me say this. Them now heed the warning, see? Women, I'm telling y'all again, you hold the power, right? Majority of these women, when me say with gunman, a man were involved in a gun activities and street stuff, majority of these women want to be that woman. They want to be his woman. Nobody no force her in a relationship with him. She never come from round and them no ends where gunman back her up and say, you have to be my girl. Bring it, pussy, come give me girl or me I kill you. Them girl that willingly seek out them the kind of man that to be with. And then these consequences come and everybody are dropped down and faint and panic attack and gone to hospital. That means that you can't take it. You can't take it. So the one them who are watch this now, who are prone to be the type gunman alone shift your panty, yes? Yeah, and me like my gunman them and bad boy this and gunman that and that are my forte. That is my thing. All right, I hope when shit hits the fan that you are covered. I hope when it all goes south like this, you can handle it. Because again, when gunman come, you see, for the things that your man been doing, and you're proud to, you have your gunman, and you're proud about your gunman. All right. When his adversaries and foes come, don't think they're gonna extract you from the situation. And when gunshot are fly, them hardly ever bend corner, right? And normally they don't care. They want you too. You are just a casualty of war. So if you decide then that this is your life and this is what you want, me I tell you the consequences, you still choose this, more power to you. I have no tears to shed. I'm not saying me know the dynamics of their relationship. I'm just saying, if this is your choice, I have no tears to shed. You purposely go put yourself in a relationship with gun boy and them kill you with the gun boy, me no have no tears I cry. These are called consequences. We are adults. We have to start thinking rationally and moving wisely. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a call real quick. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing this morning?
Good. You know something? I'm pro-life. I remember some time ago you had a conversation about abortion, but I'm getting to the point where Jamaica need abortion. Jamaica need abortion because it come in like you have so many young people who are having young people, and there's no family structure, and the street is raising them, and them grow up and them terrorize everybody else.
Facts.
So it come in like we have to make a choice. Some have to live, and some have to get sacked early, so they don't bust the rest of our head open. Because that's what it come into.
Yes,
that's what it is.
I agree.
My stomach is sick. My spirit is sick. I'm tired of the mentality. I'm tired of these stories. I'm tired of tiptoeing when I go out there. I'm tired of being concerned about family when they go out there. I'm even here. I'm just tired of, like, we have a mentality that is just, I don't know. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna even put it to, even not to put nobody on blast, but even 800 people watching, 150 like, we have a bad mind mentality. Rather we're here or there. It's worse in Jamaica.
Yes, but it shows
I see the same thing everywhere.
Right. It shows everywhere we're at.
Everywhere, man.
Yeah, it's facts. Fact, and the thing is that the more we speak, is like it's not getting better.
No, them listen and them hear and them just
off to their regular day.
Off to the regular day. Yeah. Nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
No conviction of the spirit.
Nothing.
Just
Yep. That's the sad part.
Disgusting. Yeah.
That's the sad part. You know, I agree with you 100%. 100%.
You know, there's another Jamaican couple I listen to. And you know, you watch the comment, and one said, "Oh, I've been watching you guys for months, and I finally decided to subscribe."
Right.
Like it's an accomplishment. You mean you've been listening to the young lady content for months, and you couldn't just hit that subscribe button that don't cost nothing? Look
at my comment section. Somebody said that I've been watching you for 6 years now, and today you said something that made me actually subscribe.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm supposed to buy a bouquet of roses now, because after 6 years I've taken up all the content for free. You decide to hit a subscribe button. What did it cost?
This is the mentality.
Yeah, that's us, Mel. That's us, though. And we wonder why others are like above us in so many ways, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they think different.
They think different. Oh, yes.
They think different and they act different towards their own, and therefore they shine more than
they have better results.
Right. Plain and simple as that.
And we know that, and we see that, and we refuse to change.
Absolutely.
Just stay nasty, dirty mind mentality.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, so Jamaica need abortion, man. Jamaica need to start. And I hate to say that, but yeah, because it's to the point like,
and you're a pro-lifer that's saying that.
I'm a pro-lifer. Oh, yes.
I know. You're a pro-lifer that's saying that. But that's true. I agree.
Yeah. Because you have to come to the point like, is it going to be me? Or in 12, 15 years when this child grow up, is it going to be my son? I have to make that choice from now. You understand?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. Just the whole mentality. I'm tired of all of it. The killy song, sex every 5 minutes. I mean, Jamaica didn't discover sex. Come on now, we act like savages.
Yeah. We act like sex is the end all, be all, and yes, and everything is about sex and killing.
Everything is flesh. You know, killing is flesh. Sex is flesh. You know what I'm saying?
Can't think beyond that, it seems.
We can't think beyond those things.
Right. True. Very
true. It has to change, man. Our mentality is disgusting. And if we don't change, I just don't know what's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah, they have to start Planned Parenthood. Margaret Sanger go promote in Jamaica.
You know, they have Planned Parenthood in Jamaica, but again, you know, people find what they want to find and gravitate to what they want to gravitate towards. And I'm realizing that them not care about anything better in themselves. They love complaining, it seems.
Yes.
They'll complain about how bad life is and how price gone up and how this road want fix and how government not doing nothing. But if you try to give them like do these 5 things right here on a constant basis, get your house in order, kiss teeth and cut eye, and gone on about life. The same, back to complaining again and back to watching the same thing. It's just a cycle that you watch and it's depressing. That's why I cut away from it sometimes for a good period of time, just to protect my spirit, you know?
So it's kind of like you can't even feel sorry for the people, because it's kind of like, but you're not doing nothing. Like you want to be in this situation.
Exactly. Absolutely, exactly.
You know, the other day I heard somebody, complain about the price is gone up, Beer soft drink you buy, price is gone up, man, price is gone up. Okay, go drink some bush tea. Go make some fruit juice. Go drink some water. Like why you have to drink Pepsi and Sprite and all that kind of stuff? When you're trying to be American, you have to pay big American prices. So don't complain. Use your common sense. When your teeth, everybody cow, the man I make cow, your teeth is cow, him he pile up all his yam under his house to sell, and he wake up in the morning, and these are the stories I know.
Right.
Of people I know, and then wake up and it's gone, and the poor man is there bawling 2 days before his wedding. Hello. And you go teeth up everything. Stop it now, leave them. Shush. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Then when food price gone up, you can't complain.
Absolutely.
Because you create an environment in society where nobody can have food, you know? Anyways, let me get my people together.
All right. Manners and respect here. Thank you.
All right, take care.
All right. Yeah, man, I call it ever on point. Y'all know that already. But listen, I'm starting to see the cycle. Let me finish this and then I'll say, I'm starting to really, really see the cycle. And I'm still trying to remain one of those people who are optimistic and see the glass as half full. But damn, my people make it hard for me, man. They make it hard for me to really see the glass half full. Really. Anyhow, policewomen who were among the large delegation of law enforcers who had been engaging with the community since 8:30 a.m. on Monday, they burst into tears as they were watching the family mourn of the people that were killed at this game. Deputy Superintendent Paulette Baker, Territorial Officer for the St. Catherine South Police Division, described the tragedy as grave. Even though I'm a police officer, just being among the group and seeing them grieving, you feel it to your heart. And so I can imagine that those family members are going through what they're going through. Baker urged the patrons and the players at the football field to give the police as much information as they know about the killers. A relative of one of the injured individuals told the Gleaner that there were frantic scenes in the aftermath of the late afternoon attack as screaming patrons scrambled to safety while bodies fell by gunfire littered the field. The whole ball field coming like one ant's nest, mad ant's nest. People are run up and down, she said. The man who requested to remain anonymous said that although his baby mother had sustained a gunshot wound to the neck, she was in stable condition. He anticipates that she will pull through. She said, however, that the attack has left 3 children traumatized because there were children there. There were children there watching their parents get gunshot, laying there and couldn't move. Mommy get a gunshot in her neck with their innocent football game, and all of a sudden a pop, 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 and everybody are running like crazy. People all are run left them picnic, you know. People all are run left them picnic, you know. This is more like a family day event that happened, you know, and people are running and leaving their children because in the heat of things, people are saying, Ross, me no don't live my life yet. A very few people are saying, which part the picnic them there? Me rather gunshot catch me than catch me baby. So people just start run all over the place. There's actually a video clip of it right here. Listen, and shout out to This Is a Blast. Sita? Hold on there. It's just a man.
Please stop rushing to.
All right, my girl. Now your time it. All right, Sita. You hear that shot when it go pew? Daddy. The Blast has the video. When you hear that pew, all right. So I know that pew sound there, that was right by the head of the person who was filming this. I don't know if them know it or not. But that one bag of why. I mean, hear the liquor picnic. I said, Daddy. Hey, man. And you would think like them come and pull up and see who they wanted and fire like 2 shots, right? No, and pepper the place with gunshot. I guess these people probably thought, yo, boss beer gunshot make everybody run and confused that way. So them no. So we're serious about this. So when police come and ask for information, them not telling nothing because they don't want to be next. That could be one. 2 is when gunshots start spray, everybody is gonna look down and run away. So nobody will have no time to actually look at you and recognize you. In case police pull we back in our lineup later on, nobody can say it was him, number 3, and number 5 that was at the field. So these people strategize already how to terrorize the place. These are domestic terrorists. They strategize like a military move how to terrorize the place and get away with it. And people are living day to day under these conditions, right? So nothing to safe. Nothing like this now going around which part you there. You see it? All right. He believes that the mother of his children would have died if he had not reached quickly. Him say, me did see when my baby mother get shot in her neck back. In the back of her neck. What's around here in the back of your neck? The most sensitive thing is your spinal cord. If you get clipped on your spinal cord from this high, just know say you are a straight vegetable from the neck down, right? You're lucky if you get shoot anywhere up here, so and nothing to paralyze. But people play with life like there's no regard for it. One thing to dead, another thing to be left paralyzed from the neck down. Who's going to take care of you and have all the proper resources in place and all these things? People don't care. And then these children will probably have to watch their mom, a big vegetable, for the rest of their life, altering their little lives. Because now they're going to have to, as they grow, well, they have to take care of mommy, cause blah, blah, blah. So they're not going to pursue their dreams as much anymore. Traumatized children. Me did see when my baby mother get shot in her neck back and lie down on the ground. And me have to take off my ganzi and wrap it round her neck. But in the same time, she a cry, she a ask, where the kids them there? The poultry processing plant was closed on Monday following the tragic event which unfolded Sunday afternoon. Christopher Levy, who is the group president and chief executive officer of the Jamaica Broiler Group of Companies, said that the poultry producers would not reopen its doors until Wednesday. We have lost team members here. We've lost friends and family. And it's very difficult. It's a difficult day when these sorts of events happen. Levy said that Jamaica Broiler would be offering grief counseling to all its employees. Senior Superintendent Christopher Phillips, commander of the St. Catherine South, told journalists that the police were certain that the event had approximately 300 attendees, would have provided enough information, witnesses to assist in this investigation. He said that the investigation was still in its infancy, but it was progressing nicely. I know what that means. I guess they're getting good information, they think. Phillips condemned the killing and pledged regular patrols by the police. And he said that Sunday's incident was unfortunate because a police team had been in the vicinity of gutters conducting vehicular checkpoints at the time of the shooting. So, in other words, police was close by, but them never care. Police did close by, but them never care. Spring Village has been an area of concern ever since we had that flare-up of violence in Spanish Town, and we have been watching this area because we recognize that there are persons who are connected to the conflict over there in Spanish Town who also live in this area, yaso. You see it. Randy Finnegan, member of the South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce and executive director of Spring Village Development Foundation, said that the group has had close bonds with the Ebanks family. Finnegan said that the family is active in sports in the community. Sasha Gay was a former member of the local netball team, the one that got killed. There is just this uncertainty in the air now. This community just does not know how to react and respond to something like this, he said, adding that many residents had not reported to work and that classes at the Spring Village Development Foundation Institute have been suspended for the day. We are seeking help. We are not used to this, Finnegan said. The foundation is arranging trauma management support to help the community heal. Finnegan was outraged at the message the shooters were sending by murdering Squarey in a crowded venue with so many women and children and everybody else around. Inside says, my condolences to all those who are suffering from this incident. Sue-Ann, this is not your fault. Your intentions toward your sister were pure. Her death lies at the feet of those who ruined your family together, time with pettiness, idleness, and callousness. Crime is a cultural problem. We befriend criminals and praise those with violent spirits. Listen to that. We befriend criminals and we praise those with violent spirits. We even entertain ourselves with violence. I implore all of us to shun criminals, avoid friendships with them, disown family members that are involved in crime and criminal activities, condemn their actions, refuse their gifts, protect and protest by refusing to attend their funerals. Even if it is a beloved family member, treat them with the same regard that we have for mangy dogs, since that is how they behave. Couldn't have said it no better. Couldn't have said it no better. I see people brag all the time about them gunman boyfriend. And you better not talk too tough to me. Or you know who our man is, right? And these kind of things. It's like a badge of honor. You know? It's like something to be proud of, that you have a man where we kill people for little and nothing. That kind of thing. And then I see people brag about my big brother and my brother a gangster. And my cousin them and my mad cousin them, and I tear up the place and hurt you, my youth, and don't talk to me too tough and all this. And people brag about stuff like that. And yes, we're still talking about the music, because I don't believe that the music start any of this. I don't believe that the music is why any of this is going on, but I do believe that the music encourages. Yeah, man, the music encourage, real talk. Because if me as a man where I bust out head down the road and me hear my favorite artist do a song we just released about slap out a boy face and thing, I'm thinking I'm getting validated by the people that I admire. Not true? So even the music, I can't be a hypocrite, because on my other channel, Hot Topics TV, I just did a video and posted it late last night, about even rappers dying. The name of the video is, why are so many rappers dying or going to prison at a young age? and it spoke about these same exact things. We are the only people. I don't want to lay the blame squarely on our music, but we are the only people, I'm talking about black people, on the face of the earth that actually makes music about destroying ourselves and destroying each other. Here's the funny shit. The funny thing about this is this. The people who are outside of us, you know, that are not like us, you notice how they love it too? Well, guess what? They didn't like you. They didn't like us in the first place. So now that we're making music about our destruction, of course they're going to dance to it. Of course they're going to support it. It's supporting your demise, my friend. Your enemies get a chance to dance to you, singing about killing each other, and support it so you can do it more and do it faster. You know, me just sit down and hold some real meds. And I'm like, yo, although me are one of them will love the gun tune them and thing, you know. But you know, hear me, I listen to them something that like they don't influence my behavior. You understand? I look at it as entertainment, just like how I could watch Tom Cruise on a scene slide across a car with a big gun and pop, 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 10 man dead, bullet show, chest bust up and blood a flies up. But when you see Tom Cruise the next day, he's at a red carpet event in an Armani suit, very dignified looking and speaking intelligently. For our artists, it's kind of different. Them sing about gun thing, but when you see them out on road, you actually believe, say, Ross Clark at them. Something them sing about, they look like him do them for real. Cause watch your man face, it tough, no blouse and skirt. You look like if you look on him too long, him we cut you. You know? They have to portray that same image that they sing about. So they went from being storytellers to actually trying to live the life that they're singing about, or convincing the youth them that they are living that life that they're singing about. This is why I said them people here have to come tell the picnic them, say, listen, I sing song. Not one thing in the song them real. What me sing about is what I've seen, just like a lot of us here, we see this happen all the time. We see man get them head bust out down there, so we see this happen, so me sing about them thing there. I'm not glorifying it and I'm not telling you to go do it. If they can't tell the youth them that, so the youth them can start look on them and say, yeah man, I just entertainment and an entertainer. Me not say nobody in the entertainment industry leading that charge. Nobody. And I'm calling for that. Come out and tell the youth them say the gun song them way I sing is not a part of your life. Unless it is. Unless it is. And if it is, then yeah, you are a bigger part of the problem than anybody else could think, right? Because you're not only involved in it, but you're also singing about it. So you're hoping to capitalize on all ends. Well, your day will come too, my friend. See it? But boy, people listen. You know, I used to do music, right? But I was always conflicted in my spirit. And I think it's because I got knowledge of self at an early age. No joke. Me used to sing song and me used to say, and I write music and I still write music to this day. And I was like, yeah, I know music is my calling, but me feel so conflicted when me do that gun song here. I'm like, I can't put it out. And therefore, I didn't put much energy into pursuing that career anymore, right? I was like, you know what? Let me go back to my books. Because if a gun song me have to go sing and influence people to kill people or glorify killing and all this other stuff to get rich, I don't really think I want to do that. I want something, if I'm going to do music, something that the creator is going to use me to deliver a message to earth, to people, and some music that's going to live on for generations after I'm gone with a profound message, right, in it. So I step away from that, and I stepped away from it. I can dig up stuff on YouTube, and you would be like, Ross, I so flow that, but my knowledge of self would not allow me to package it and send it out to the world. And I was always conscious of that. Even though I like gun song, and like other artists gun song, my knowledge of self would not allow me to package it and send it out to the rest of the world. Because in the back of my mind, I was always like, this is genocide, brother. Yeah, you really are going to do this? This is what you want to do? You know, I'm going to try to reason with myself. I'm going to say, I forget my family out of poverty, man, by any means necessary. And then when we reach our next level, then we can, you know, switch up the thing. And something kept saying you won't be able to switch it up. you won't be able to switch it up. You have to go in right or don't go in at all. Because this rabbit hole where you go down, if you go in that way there, it's going to be a deep spiral that you might not come out of. And I thought to myself, yo, I don't want to pursue that. Just like how I thought, yo, I want to kill people for a living. I swear to God, I told you all this before. I want to kill people. I want to be a contract hitman. One day I'm talking to a dread who I didn't know had done like 8 years in the army as an infantry soldier and had been to combat and came back. And him asked a simple question. He said, you know, they could round us up right now and put all of us in a concentration camp, right? And you could do nothing about it. I'm on the block in Brooklyn. Everybody have them gun upon them, or everybody have something start somewhere. So you're telling yourself you're the baddest thing around you. The dread said, none of the shit that y'all have around here could do anything. I'm telling you right now, this whole block, they will search every apartment in here, get everybody out. Your mama, your granny, your daddy, your brother, your sister, have all of you rounded up in less than 2 hours. I look up and down the block, high-rise buildings, hundreds of apartments. I said, hell no. I didn't know his background. He said, you ever heard of a Chinook, which is a helicopter, right? The helicopter, Chinook will come in and hover right there on the block and stop. Soldiers will fast rope from it. Air assault. I didn't learn it till I did it. He said, how are you going to stop that? You're going to run out of bullets. They have guns that you don't have. You ever seen a gun shoot 100 rounds in 30 seconds? Big, long bullets that knock bricks out of the walls. Start thinking. He said, listen, have you ever seen a tank move? Nah. What would you do right now if a tank come down the street and stops right here in the middle of the street? You can fire at the tank all you want to. You can't penetrate it. And if that dude, the gunner in the tank, rock back and let one off, he clearing out that whole building over there, right? There are soldiers inside of that tank. They're about to dismount and handle shit on the ground on foot. They're fully armored up and trained to the T. When he's saying all this stuff, I thought to myself, I want some of that training there. That's what I thought. I want some of that training there. And how my life fell in order was about 2 weeks after the man that talked like that, a recruiter came around. And the recruiter, you know, I was like, yo, that uniform you got on is dope. Because I know Army uniform, but I never seen that one. And he was like, this right here is, this is your dress blues for the infantry, right? This blue cord right here, you got to be a bad motherfucker to wear this. You don't have the balls to do this. And he said to me, you don't have the balls to do this. And it's a killing in there. And it's running out of the back of the tank and jumping from an airplane and doing air assault and shit. I said, give me that. Me want that. Because in the back of my young, ignorant mind, I'm telling myself, I'm going to prove to this man that I got the balls to hang with the big dogs. Well, long story short, I went off and did years in the military in exactly that, doing exactly that, and got trained to the T in exactly that. And I understand now what the dread was talking about. Whole heap of talk there road, but nobody not really ready. Because I'm telling you, if they ever unleash that friggin' military that they have at full force, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I mean, I don't care how big your street gun is. It's not going to work. It's literally really it doesn't even take 2 hours, like he was saying. It doesn't even, after I've done it, I realized it don't take 2 hours. So, with all that said, Jamaica need all the Ross help it can get, y'all, man. Here's another story, right, that I'm going to touch on real quick before we go into the Chris Brown and Red Rat something. So, here's another one. Short story. This one says, fresh fears now exist in central Kingston following a daring attack in which masked traveling men on foot, not in a car, not drive-by, on foot. This is our next incident, you know. On foot, opened fire at a group of people, killing one man in full view of a team of police officers that were sitting in a service vehicle right there. The man killed on Monday afternoon attack was still unidentified up to press time last night, while a second victim, also a male, remain hospitalized in critical condition. The incident, which occurred about 4 p.m. big broad daylight on James Street, has caused residents to be cowering in fear, dreading another explosion of gang warfare between the two most notorious factions in the space. There's a gang called Dark Side and a gang called Genocide. Me no business with them and them business. Residents are pointing fingers at the Dark Side faction after the latest shooting, which was reportedly captured on surveillance camera. You see why I say them need more of these? Me think this did done. Me I said to somebody yesterday, say, at 3 or 4 weeks now, no shot, no fire around here, and everybody a hold them own. But me talk too soon. This is what one female resident said. Minutes before news came that one of the victims had died. Residents expressed alarm that the presence of the police service vehicle that is always parked on James Street was no deterrent for these brazen criminals. They care zero. The police them turn fool. The man them come out of the yard and shoot up the man, and the man them go up James Street. And the police them a try turn the car around before them go up on foot and challenge the man them. From the first 3 shot them fire, the police them see and know what go on, said a resident. The gleaner understands that the target of the attack, one half of a pair of twins, had just returned to the community after leaving for rural Jamaica. Him go cool out down a country because thing did too hot a town. Him never there here, you know. And him just come back because the youth them are different things. Everything we go on, the police them ever take set by him. So him just breeze out the place, which means he left and went away. Things got hot at town, him left our country. As somebody call them and tell them, say they're around here upon the lane. And now, things are going to start happening again. The residents said that they were no longer safe even in their own yard. But the police are pointing out that the residents are not cooperating with investigators. One man at the scene complained of feeling ill and said that he narrowly escaped the death assault after he left the gathering to get home, to get some home remedy. I'm in yard, me I go. I'm hear the whole heap of gunshot. I'm come look and see 2 men there ground. Brother, me hear a whole heap of gunshot, me now come look. Me gone. The Parade Garden section of Central Kingston was declared a zone of special operations in January. Inside a zone of special operations, man I go kill man. Inside of zone of special operations, man I go kill man. In times of Zoso, man I go kill man. I remember, so since Mr. I do a video the other day where I say fuck all vloggers, all vloggers can go suck them mother or something. Okay, listen. I see him do a video the other day, not too long ago, where, and I said in my review of it, I say, I don't know, one of my favorite artists called Lyrically the Man Skill. I don't think there's any other artist that could deliver like him, the punch what him deliver with, right? Maybe a Cartel, but not even really still. See, Cartel might write better songs and that, but I don't know, one of the baddest. Anyhow, when I listen one day and me hear, me not care if you have Zoso in your place. Me still a come bust the 4-4 in your face. I say, at the time, somebody had just got killed inside a zone of special operation. So you see how the music kind of make the man them who do them thing here feel glorified. Now imagine if that killer favorite artist is Idonia and him hear that. And nobody don't catch him yet. He's not he hasn't been arrested yet. So him there on upon him ends I brag to him brethren them, yo dog. Bust off a boy face, right in a blood clot Zoso area, right in a Zoso area. I wasn't afraid. We step cross there and murder that. Hear that tune, yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, did the panic. Listen up. Not care if you have Zoso in your place. Me still a come bust a 4-4 in your face. Yeah, I might think that. That's how we move. Cool and heartless, you see me? That's how they talk. That's how they carry on. That's how they glorify it. And they feel empowered when these type of music are played. And I like the things not happening. It's happening. All right. Me now blame the artist neither. I'm just saying. Residents have been calling the security forces to be extended to Rose Gardens, more popularly known as spoilers. The latest major crime statistic released by the police shows that murders in this division have declined by 37% over the year. Up to September 17th, the division recorded 33 murders, 19 fewer than the 52 persons that were killed in 2021 in this vicinity. The year not done yet. Other major crimes such as shooting, injured person, rape, and break-ins have also declined, according to them. Me think the people them just now complain like how them used to complain, because them realize that complaining does nothing. Even sometimes complaining puts them in danger. Meanwhile, murders nationally have increased year on year by 8%, with 1,108 people killed up to Saturday, September 17th. Today is September 20th. 1,108 Jamaicans murdered by gun up to the 17th of this month. See it there? Moving on to the next story now. Chris Brown and Greensleeve reached settlement in Red Rat song lawsuit. And that's how we just have to move on to the next story, because I saw everybody move on to the next story when these things happen. That's hot for about 24 hours and then that's it. No real care. So Red Rat now, with him song, we have to switch gear. Switch gear with me, please. Chris Brown has settled the lawsuit that was brought by Greensleeve Publishing. The R&B singer lawyer filed a motion on Wednesday, September 7th to stay the case as the parties reach a final settlement. Basically, Red Rat song, hey, you girl in the tight up skirt. When I heard that sample on Chris Brown stuff, I thought, damn, Red Rat I work with Chris Brown. Like, it's a legitimate sample that was probably cleared and Red Rat get her money. You know, I'm always happy when my people them elevate, right? Big artists like Chris Brown decide to say, yo, your stuff is worth sampling. Here's a fact check for it. Take it over yourself. To date, the song that Chris Brown used that single for is called Privacy by Chris Brown. If you go listen to Privacy by Chris Brown, you will hear Red Rat tight up skirt sample in it. Lo and behold, me never know. Say, him just take the money something and use it. But sometimes they do us like that. See? Because even the song Ramping Shop, when I read about how Cartel and Not Nice had to jump through hoops and change it up how many times and do how many something, they even offered to give Neo and his company full rights to the song. Full rights. We'll continue to promote it. We'll give you full rights to it. All publishing, everything. You can take it 100%. They still said no. You know why they said no? Because if you listen to Neo's song and then you listen to Ramping Shop you can't listen Neo sing him song and don't think of Spice and Vibes Cartel Ramping Shop in your head, which means that they took his stuff and made it even better. They made a better version using the same beat then. Put it that way. If you're from the Caribbean, you're going to hear Ramping Shop by Spice and Cartel playing in your head if you listen to Neo. And as soon as Neo starts singing song, it's like, I don't want to hear that version. I want to hear Cartel Spice, Ramping Shop. And they were hurt by that. So even with them offering them 100%, take everything, them still say, nope, take it down. Nope, do away with it. Make it disappear. So when people like Chris Brown and them who have millions and millions of dollars and all the clout and the big machine backing them, when they look at our artists as, it's one of them Jamaican dancehall artists. He ain't even popping no more. He like from the 90s and shit. Take that shit. If they show up with a lawsuit, we just give them a little check. But by that time, We got lawyers to sort this out. We will have made millions off of that same sample. You know what I mean? How disrespectful. You couldn't call Red Rat. He's still around. He still does music. He still tours. You couldn't call the man and say, yo, I love that song you got, yo. Hey, you girl, and all this stuff. Could we get you to do that for us on this track? And, you know, we'll write you in and give you publishing rights so you can get a check for the rest of your life off of that. Nope. They'll steal your stuff and have you do a one-time thing when you go sue them. You have to pay for lawyer to sue them. And then after you done that, the song that Privacy is now certified platinum, by the way, by Chris Brown. Platinum means millions of copies were sold, which means copies were sold, not stream. That means he made buku dollars off of that thing. You understand? So shout out to Red Rat and Greensleeve for protecting your music. Like a lot of our Jamaican artists end up getting older and then them broke. And all people remember is you and your days did hype. And them look upon you and you have so much shame in your eyes because you didn't study the business side of the music. So big up to Greensleeve and Red Rat them for studying the business side of the music and understanding that they were making timeless music. And Red Rat never make no music but no bust out head and no shot in the face and all that. His music was always festive, always something you can dance to. And he definitely was one of the headliners for 90s dancehall. And everybody knows that up to today, 90s dancehall still run the place, right? With that said, let me show you something. Puffy. Sting said, I'm sitting down listening to music because I listen to everything. And I heard my sample, every step I take, dum, dum, dum. And I heard it in, and I was like, what's that? Who's that? What? Because I don't remember clearing a sample for anybody to do that. He said to them, listen, I'm not going to clear the sample. You're going to have to pull that song. First of all, you didn't ask my permission. You went on a big campaign releasing it. And now you're asking after you've released it. That's not how it's done. You got to get my permission first. This is my work. Diddy has to pay Sting $2,000 US per day for the rest of his life for using that sample. That sampling that song where Puff Daddy did, the song is called Hypnotize, right? Where he did a tribute to Biggie after Biggie Smalls died. So that's to show you that your music can live on and make a whole lot of money. $2,000 US a day. And you know what's funny? What's funny is when Sting went to court, Sting could have said, pay me $500 a day. He could have said, pay me $150 a day. He could have said, give me one check for $100,000 and call it even. The man understand him worth. Not to mention him probably didn't really like Diddy. Who is this boisterous, arrogant, F-U-K-K? Who are you? Okay, guess what? Let's work this out this way. $2,000 a day for the rest of your life. As long as that song exists, and as long as $2,000 a day. So Puffy has to pay Sting $2,000 US every friggin' day. You wonder why the man rob up all them. He controls all the artists, them publishing and all this. I seen 112 crying about their publishing and talking about Puffy put how many years on their publishing. So they gotta wait until they're old to get use of their publishing. He owns it until then. So until then, for him, it's private jets and mansions and, you know, a splashy lifestyle off of all these artists that he had come through and he pushed them to the forefront. In our genre of music, Bounty Killer could have done that. Bounty Killer understood the music game from back then because Bounty even worked with No Doubt. And Bounty still has spent money from working with No Doubt from back then. That's why Bounty Killer can't broke. But one thing Bounty Killer never did, and this is why he's the general, and put all these youths on and he never structured any contract to eat off of them for the rest of their life. He never robbed them for them publishing and them royalties, and he could have done that, and their masters, own them masters, and all that. He could have, and he didn't. So yeah, Sting, $2,000 a day from Puffy for life. Big up to Bounty Killer, a real general. With that said, we're going to end this right here this morning. Manners and respect to each and every one of you that tuned in. Thank you for being here. Stay conscious. Know that the glass is, well, look at the glass as half full, not half empty. Stay optimistic. You know, feeling down and depressed and like everything will fall apart, it could be a depressing feeling which does not help you. So stay up. All right. And we say up, up, up. That means wake up, wise up, and rise up. That's how we're there with it. I'm out. Peace.